Hey, I want to talk about goals. This is your pipe date for December 31st, 2023, New Year's Eve edition. It's been a while since I've done one of these updates. But first, some quick updates. On Friday, my next single releases It Doesn't Snow in Virginia Anymore. It's a song I wrote about climate change from my own eyes, in terms of things that I've observed here in Virginia. It's minimalistic and a little experimental. I'll share what that means, but I hope it opens up an interesting dialogue with you. I've been recording my next single titled Waiting for the Train. It's about how my wife and I met, and I've been working really hard. I got sick, and I've been trying to record vocals, and I can't get them quite right. But I think I'm getting close. It may take some time, but it's an important song to me. I want to make sure I get it right. So it's New Year's Eve, and I, like most people, start thinking about my goals for the next year. And really, my goals overall. 3 years ago tomorrow, I released my first single, titled What Have We Become? I've since released a lot of songs. I think after my next release, it will be 17 original songs and 8 covers, I think. I don't do covers anymore. It's something I did at the start of the project to get releasing and recording experience. But life has changed in 3 years. Most notably, I don't have the same free time I had during the pandemic. So this project has been an arc of sorts where I ramped up a lot of my activities and did a lot of live performances at one time. Hosted an open mic, but I've since scaled back. All other parts of my life have sped up. In particular, my kids are doing a lot of activities now. They're teenagers and they're always on the move, and I think that's a good thing. And I need to make sure I'm physically and mentally present for them at this point in their life. And I anticipate as I get into adulthood, I'll get more time to perform, record, and engage with you. So, goals. I still have a lot of songs in my backlog that I haven't released. I want to say somewhere between 10 and 20, depending on what I deem worthy of a release. And I still write new songs despite not having much time to do so. And with less time, I'm trying to figure out how to optimize things so I can meet the critical goal that I have, which is just releasing these songs. Performing, social media, promotion, these are all secondary to what was always my goal, just get the songs out. So with that, I'm thinking of getting away from singles and perhaps doing EPs or albums. I have conceptual ideas for 2 EP/albums ranging in like 5 to 10 songs each. But the last time I released an EP, I learned a few things. One is when I take on a large-scale project, an album versus a single, I run the risk of delays and just never getting it out. I released a 4-song EP called Pypedate. Started with a very grand-scale idea for a concept album. Days turned to weeks, weeks turned to months, and eventually I just needed to wrap it up and get what I had released. But I'm hoping 2024 might be different. Because the plan is unlike the Pipeverse EP, I want to completely stop doing these other things and just focus on the album. I haven't been performing live, and maybe I'll wait until I make significant progress on recordings. I do very much want to do live streams again, which I'm hoping is going to be easier for my schedule as opposed to live performances, which take a lot of travel time, setup time, and completely ravage my sleep schedule. I guess the challenge with goals is the desire to do all of these things and get all of these things accomplished. But perhaps what's most important is making sure that I'm realistic with my goals and I'm keeping all of my priorities straight. What are your goals for 2024? Pipe out.